All right, so after the other day, shot 8 over, which was good. Wiped the first hole that I played, so I mean that was just a bad pull, bad tee shot. But then on the first hole, I had a 3-putt, but I was on the fringe, which I putted, so really it was a 4-putt, which was just terrible. And I definitely missed. I mean, I holed a few good putts, but definitely missed a few that I felt I should have been probably a lot closer to the hole with. At least lipped out or something or hit the hole. But so here I set up a really good drill that I like to do. I've got 2 tees here, which is just outside the putter width. Okay, so there's a bit of a gate there for me to go through, not like that, and hit the tee. I've also set up these alignment sticks here just from alignment purposes, just to make sure that I've got my alignment right. I'm setting up to where I think I'm aiming. Now I noticed a few of them I was a bit tentative and I didn't really let the putter head go. So I've got a little left to righter here. Now, if you find that you are putting and you tend to miss on one side of the hole, so for me as a left-hander, I'm always blocking the ball. Now if I play a left to right putt and practice that a lot, and my tendency is to block it, okay, there's gonna be a chance it can still go in, because the slope, I'll block it out to the left, but then the slope will bring it back in, potentially go in the hole. So it's not gonna really give me a good feedback on what I'm doing. So here I've got a little right to left there, knowing that if I keep that club face open, it's definitely gonna miss. The break's gonna push it more left, as well as my stroke. So I've got a little right to left here, just to encourage me to release that putter head, and I know straight away if I hit a good stroke or not. Okay, if I leave it open a bit, I'm in trouble. So let's have a few putts. Also here, if I'm just a little bit tentative with it, and I don't really be, this sort of putt here, I like to kind of hit the back of the hole. I like to be more aggressive with these putts. So definitely if I don't, it's definitely going to break a little bit more, okay, because the faster the ball's rolling, the slower the ball's rolling, the more it's going to break, the faster less it's going to break. So yeah, I don't really like hitting it through the break too much, but on this sort of range with such a subtle break, I do like to be a bit more aggressive with that line and with my stroke. Get the tee on that one. The thing I really like about this drill is just the instant feedback you get. If you're not stroking through the ball well, you'll hit the tee. Okay, if the center of the putter is not coming through the center of the ball, you will get that instant feedback. As well as these sticks here, these alignment sticks are great. You can put 2 shafts down if you don't have them, but it's just a really good way to check your alignment. Make sure you're not, think you're aiming left and you're holding it open, or the other way around and pulling across it. And that's what we need, when we're learning. And we're trying to develop our skills, we need that feedback, because it's not so easy. It's not so easy to do without that. Because same reason that we all need lessons to improve is because we can't see what we're doing. We get from our perspective, and what we think we're doing sometimes is completely different to what we actually are doing. So that's where simple thing like this sort of drill here will give you that instant feedback. And if you're finding that you're consistently hitting the tees, or you're not hitting the tees, but that the ball's not really rolling the hole. Obviously, one, I'd check the putter face. So if you're missing it, blocking it, so left-hander out this way, okay, then there's a very good chance the putter face is open. If you're pulling it, very good chance the putter face is closed. Now, in order to kind of fix these, I definitely recommend getting a lesson, because that's number one from a PGA Pro. They're going to be able to pick out what you need to change and the best way to go about that change, a lot more than maybe your mate could, or you videoing yourself, you could pick out yourself. But yeah, it is pretty simple in terms of, we see where the ball starts, okay? We block it, well, we know putter face is open. We close it, we know putter face is closed, okay? But then there's a lot of other things that come into it. It could be your stroke, it could be your grip, okay? There's a lot of things that can come into fixing a stroke, more so than go, oh, I'm blocking it, oh cool, let's just shut the face, okay? Because maybe it's not that. It could be your path, it could be your setup, it could be how you hold the club. And that's where I think if you find a PGA Pro that you trust, or maybe you know someone, or someone can recommend to you, I'd definitely recommend seeing them, because they'll be able to pick that out straight away and go, hey, all right, well, this is what you're doing, change this, and then you save yourself hours and hours of practicing the wrong thing. If you're in the Northern Beaches, I'm here at Cromer, come see me. But one thing I will say is one of the common things that I see in a lot of golfers when they're, you know, I guess the mistakes for, I guess, inconsistent impact position with putter is the tendency to use your hands too much. Now, I really, really encourage you to keep your soft hands. So my grip here, I'm holding the club a lot more in the palm of my hand than I would with my irons, okay? So getting this crease here between these two pads is sitting on the corner of that grip, and my thumb straight down, okay? And then underneath the grip, I've got two fingers on top of each other. Now, I found this, like I didn't do this right-handed, but left-handed, I found this a very easy way to lose control over that putter face, which is exactly what I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to hold the putter face open. I'm not trying to manipulate it. I'm literally holding it very softly, okay? Letting the weight of the putter open and close through, and I'm just trying to use my shoulders. A bit too hard. So what I found with that is, I just let the putter face go. And then what I mean by, I guess, lose control is not manipulating the putter face. So I've found that with this grip, it's very easy for me to keep softer hands, okay, and not overthink it. I mean, a lot of the time, right-handed, you know, I've kind of go through a bunch of different things. You know, let's keep the face square to square. So I'm over the ball, and okay, let's just keep that putter face pointing at the target. I just found it very inconsistent a lot of the time. Okay, so here it's just been so simple. Get up there, get my setup position. Hopefully I'm, you know, aiming all right, and then from there I just literally go back and forward, okay, without even thinking. So it's been made pretty simple, simply from soft hands, okay, and using my shoulders a lot more. Now, what I mean by using my shoulders, we're not looking to turn around the body, create an excessive arc, but just the feeling of that front shoulders dropping down and up, okay. So I'm working a bit more on this sort of plane than that, okay. So I just found a very easy, very simple way to putt, and not thinking too much. That's where a lot of people go wrong. I know they overthink it. They overthink their putting, and they make a lot of mistakes because of that. And one thing I try to do is be pretty diligent with my alignment. I mean, I know my tendency is to aim a bit closed, and then I kind of pull it back online, so I do have to try and square that up. Keep my shoulders parallel with my target line as well, so shoulders, hips and feet are all pointing the same direction, and then I just have to go back and through with my shoulders, and I don't have to think so much doing that. So it's been very, very easy to kind of simplify my putting that way. And one thing I definitely encourage you to do is keep your eyes down. Okay, now, easy to say, you know, we hit the ball and we all want to see where the ball's going, you know, look up. But very easy to block those putts, that's a fluke. But as soon as we come up, that putter face lifts up as well. Tendency is not to release the putter face, so you definitely can hit blocks there too. So try and, you know, spot that blade of grass that's underneath your ball. That was a terrible stroke. I hit this tee, almost hit it out of the ground. But spot that blade of grass underneath the ball before you see where the ball is. Okay, so it's going to really help you have a consistent stroke. Make sure you're hitting the ball out of the same part of the putter face each time. And a couple really good drills there for you to work on.